And here we go, leading things off with Boomerang Bro in the top of the first. Gonna slam this one foul. It's grand finals of Big Balla Mode 11. A new Big Balla Mode champion is going to be crowned here on this. Looks like we're getting a little pause here, trying to make sure that everything's all good for everything's all set up lag-wise, I think. Trying to just make sure everything's all connected there. As Boomerang Bro's gonna hit that one perfectly foul.
Oh, man, and it looks like deja vu right now, just watching Boomerang Bro constantly crank good hits into foul territory, into that right field. That one not going to be the same. It's going to be getting caught by Mario in left center for the first out of this game.
Sam Men's rooting for anybody here, says, I don't care who wins this set. I'm just locking in for baseball. I'm adding the other part. Is Blue Blob is going to get robbed by Toadette.
Oh!
That's why Toadette has seen
one.
the field in all of the games that we've seen tonight. That defense is so worth the price of admission.
Exactly. You know, Toadette doesn't really see the field too much in Stars Off these days. Had a little bit of a surge, but kind of fallen off popularity. But now in Stars On, right, with the with that extra power boost, she's not as much of a liability at the plate. And she's a lot faster. She's a fantastic outfielder. She can get to a lot of balls. So really good choice there in right field.
I love that late charge, and Mario's not going to be able to make the play, and that's going to bring Boo home. And we got our first run of the ball game here. Faceman.
Yeah, no early dive there.
Yeah, I thought the early dive there, but maybe, didn't want to risk it. Get the ball fired in, just take it for the one, because you missed that dive. That's 2 runs. Scoring Luigi at the wall. Mario's not tall enough. Waluigi's caught in no man's land, safe under the tag. I think you had to wall jump there because you don't have super jump. Yep. If you have Luigi just super jump, that gets it.
Yep. Close on the outs there. We almost had the out in left field on the wall, and we almost had the out with Waluigi in the pickle there. So kind of getting away with murder there a little bit.
Yep, but there you go. Peach had a big game there in the last one. C's probably a little bummed not to have Peach on this lineup. And just to let you know, Quacks says, hi, Cokes.
Hey, what's up, Quacks? How's it going?
There you go, Cokes now in the chat as well. Look at that. Sam N praising Toadette in the chat as well.
But here we go, though. Cézarito now up the plate, trying to say something back to those 2 runs that were put up before. Bowser getting that low traj. We're seeing a lot of low traj, kind of biting people. With all the charts swinging, everyone wanting to go for home runs. You got to make sure you're ready to hold down. It matters a lot in Stars On to try to take that slow trajectory away and put those balls out of the park that would otherwise be caught.
Cézarito was not a stranger to that low traj in the first game here.
Yeah, we saw it firsthand. And there we go. Another little bit too high stretch, jammed right there, getting caught by Luigi. That's going to be the end of the inning. So scoreless for Cézarito, but of course we have 8 innings left in this game.
Yep. Right here now is buckle down. Don't let Faceman go into full overdrive and make this a huge hill to climb. We've kind of seen that in some games here. Birdo's not going to make that play. We've seen a lot of close games throughout this bracket. We've seen a couple of lopsided ones here as well. This mode is just so momentum-based, it feels like. Once the waterfall starts flowing, it's hard to stop it. And if you're C's, you want to stop the bleeding right here. And nice charge pitch on the inside. A strikeout of DK here would be really nice. Even better, get a low charge double play. Full count now here. No outs in the top of the second. This one's ripped foul.
Strikeout be huge here, especially we saw before that DK's batting 9th. So
yes, there it is. That is right. That 9th DK, and oh my goodness, Toadette! Like Spider-Man.
So high up.
Climbs up that wall and makes a huge jump catch. Oh my God!
I've never seen that before. It looked like she was going above the swamps for a second there.
Jeez Louise,
incredible
what a read. What a defensive play. My, oh my, is Boomerang Bro's going to hit this? Just foul. You know, it's interesting how the rules of baseball don't apply here on Castle. Aren't the big pillars technically the foul poles, so you'd think that hitting them should be a home run, right?
You would think so. I've seen it before, too, where it bounces off the pillar and then goes over, and it's actually considered a ground rule double.
Yep, we've seen that a couple of times for sure. I wouldn't be too surprised if we see it in this game. It happens more often than you think, and it's a weird situation, but maybe there's a little tiny foul poles on the top of the pillars that are actually the foul poles that you have to hit for a home run. As Boo is trying to late charge there. Toadette makes the play. Nothing doing there.
Nope. Yeah,
Big
a lot of
robbery from
options
Toadette.
there, but no runs.
Yep, you're definitely feeling great. That Toadette robbery, feeling good. Birdo's going to hit this one towards the wall. It's going to be a tough play for Luigi. I don't think he's going to make it, and he does not. Long single for Birdo.
We got the chem link here for Yoshi, going for that undercharge, trying to get one out here. It's a little bit tough on Castle, too. You know, you got to remember those thwomps. Even though the wall is low, we have the thwomps. They're going to come down and block some of those would-be home runs.
Yeah, the charge has been good for Yoshi. I don't know if you saw in the game before here, but Céz has had some good luck with Yoshi on that tech. It's not really tech in Big Balla because it doesn't really matter as much as Mario's going to hit this off the wall. That's going to score at least one, and that's going to be a dive from Luigi, and that's easily going to score Yoshi. Mario, a 2-run double to tie this ball game up here in the bottom of the second. Cézarito makes it a brand new ball game here, and now one of his favorite characters in the game, Daisy, in the box. Cranks this one. Luigi tracking, trailing. Super jump makes the play. Mario's going to tag and head to third. You'll take that right there.
Whole lot of action just here in this ball game, and we got the runner to take the lead now on third base, and only one out.
Ooh,
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how much people like bunting in this game mode, but we could definitely see it. But we don't need to slap right up the middle. Nobody's stealing that. That's going to be another RBI, giving Cézarito the lead in this game.
Yep, absolutely. And again, that's why people think, oh, I gotta charge. No, slapping is viable for characters in these game modes. It's just a little bit different. It might not be as good as Bowser is going to make. This is fair. I don't know if it's going to leave. It is. That ball's gone. Yep. That was literally one of the perfect spots you can put it. If you can land it just between that thwomp, just between that corner of the wall, that is going to go over every single time. You got way more chance there instead of battling the thwomps. And Cézarito's opened up to a 3-run lead.
And, you know, with this lead, I got to also point out there are 2 batters up that could put this to a 7-run ball game. We're not going to see it now. That's going to be a third out. But we have 5 runs up. Peach is almost out of the game. 2 more runs going to make that pitcher tired. And we're going to have to make a swap.
And how big was that, Cokes, in the first game we saw between these two? Céz got this close again to knocking Peach out of the ball game. Trying to do that there. What a late charge from Walu. That ball's leaving the yard in a lot of parks.
Oh, yeah. Very close right there. We're seeing how strong that undercharging can be, especially for characters like Waluigi. Not going to put that one out, but a clean double. I mean, almost as good as it gets.
And, folks, if you're watching this game and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to just start super late charging and crushing my friends in this game or whatever, that is so much more difficult than you think. Yeah. These are 2 players that are arguably some of the best in the biz at that. It's certainly viable. It is a real deal thing, but it is not as simple as just waiting. This game can be weird until you get the timing, as Peach is going to blast this one. Toadette's not going to make the play. It's going to be blocked by the thwomp. It is going to score a run, and like we said, this game far from over.
I got to point out there, too, after that ball bounced off the thwomp, Toadette was able to make the dive and stop the ball in its tracks. Had that ball bounce on the ground and bounce back up the air, Peach would probably be on third base right now. It's not going to matter, it looks like, because Toadette's going to make the play there. Going to get that out. But that could have been, a run scored had that ball hit the ground and Peach was on third base instead. So something to look out for there. It's a really good play from Toadette.
And Peach getting the hook early here. Going to Boo.
Yep, Peach coming out. This is something I was talking about not too long ago. I like the idea in Stars On. You know, you have a lot more viable pitchers. Why not mix them up before they get tired? Try to, even if you know your pitchers are struggling, you don't have to wait until 7 runs. You can just swap them out early.
Can you tell us what happens if a ball hits a star pad in Big Balla? Is it just more the ball is live? Obviously, the star doesn't matter as Birdo's going to hit this into right, but is it the ball is still live? It can skip off it, be for a low liner out or something like that?
I don't believe anything happens. I believe the game just treats it as the floor normally.
Gotcha. Those things are still on. Always a good thing to consider. They're not gonna. It doesn't mean anything if they hit them here.
right, yep, gonna pop fly out. So this is 2 outs here. You'd really hope to tie up this game here with Mario. Oh, excuse me. Put it into a 7-run lead, 7-run ball game with Mario here and score 2 runs.
And if you're C's, you know that no lead is safe. You had a
Yep.
you had a sizable lead in winners winners finals. Is this technically winning? No. I'm so
This is
bad at
grand
bracket
finals,
lingo. As Daisy's
This is
here with
grand
a
finals
big
here, yep.
chance here. Ducks on the pond. You'd love to be able to capitalize here if you're C's. You missed out on too many chances in your first matchup with Faceman. You can't afford to do so here. Gonna rip this, gonna get gobbled up by the blob. Wow.
Blue blob saving that inning right there. If that ball squeaked through, it would be really tough there. But we're going to put a stop to the runs right there. 3-5. DK's back up again, hoping to prove his worth as the team captain.
Team captain batting ninth. What a sacrifice. But, you know, it does set up this situation where it's DK, it's Boomer. Oh, my goodness.
That
what
was
a
a
pitch.
disgusting pitch. That strikes everybody out in the server. I don't care.
Especially if you're DK, where it's DK is arguably one of the most difficult characters to hit with Boomerang. Bro, gonna get robbed by Toadette. Man, we have just seen elite Toadette defense.
That was incredible there. And Birdo scooting it up. What a display of defense right there. Between that incredible, well-placed inside strike on the first batter, the incredible wall jump from Toadette, and then that jumping catch from Birdo. That was just a great display right there.
And that's going to go foul. 2-run game here in the bottom of the 4th. You know C's is trying to add on here. Toadette going to go down on strikes. Bowser looming, though. Going to see an at-bat in this inning. And, hey, right there. Doesn't hit. Did that hit the start pad? Maybe it missed it.
I think it was a little bit past it, but regardless, nothing happened there. But what did
I
happen
like that
is
lean right there, though.
Yep, leaning in there, you know, you figure you have King Boo, you have PD up, right? One of these characters is going to get pitched to here. You might as well pick how you want it to go.
Especially if you can get King Boo to get pitched to. Look at that. Little sportsmanship right there. Love to see that between those two players. Allowed him to be able to reset and get a swing off, and that's going to strike King Boo out. King Boo, that curved trage, definitely an impact with these swamps. We're not going to see it on this. PD's trying to capitalize, and if you're C's, you can't press too much, but you got to commit, and you got to capitalize. We've seen it too often here. Boo goes there.
Man. And that outside pitching from Boo has just been killing Cézarito this inning. I think that was 2 batters in a row that outside pitch was just really draining him. You know, maybe a little bit of a mental thing, maybe a little bit of tilt. Something he's going to have to think about moving forward in this game. But that was a lot of swings on that outside pitch.
Oh, and goes for just a classic slap, and it's a beautiful one. And we were talking about tips if you're watching this and you're trying to, up your Mario baseball game. I will say, literally, one of the most important things you can do is plate discipline. And that's Kem to get to second!
Wow!
Wow! I did not. I was like, throw to first, you got a chance, but the Kem there, Yoshi throws a rocket to Birdo. But it does leave Kem for Waluigi here, who could charge, but it's a low trage, and that's going to be Mario. And we saw a similar play again for these two players, I think, or maybe at least in this stream, where Mario misses that and it goes all the way to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We thought that was great heads-up defense there, too, like acknowledging that it went past Yoshi, but still has enough power to loft over to left field and then getting control of Mario and making the play. That was really good defense there.
This game has been thrillers. We've seen both players have opportunities. Both players respond to those opportunities. Really, really cool. And a reminder, folks, if you want a dual stream experience, Cézarito 1 right now, live streaming C's perspective here of Grand Finals. If you want to go on the field with Cézarito, streaming right there as Birdo's going to get a single to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Yoshi going for the late charge with the Kem. I like the idea. I think you should definitely ride this Kem train. And that's going to be blasted. Wario at the wall is going to make the play. That was close because a little bit further, I don't know if you have to jump with Wario, and you certainly can, but it's going to be a tougher play. But Wario makes it anyway.
Yeah, very close there. And again, we're in a similar position. I have to acknowledge here, too, I made this comment earlier in the tournament, but a lot of these at-bats were starting off with an 0-2 count, a 1-2 count very quickly. And I'm seeing a lot of it this game as well.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Cokes. Like I was talking about plate discipline. It's such a game changer. Like that right there. You have to have
Yeah.
the courage to take that pitch right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's such a different place to be in 1-1, 1-0 versus that quick 0-2, especially with 2 outs. Toadette, I don't know how she hit that ball.
Yeah. That was a close one. But, you know, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, now you have to start defending the plate a lot. You got to start swinging at things you might not, you know, not your ideal pitch. You're just trying to stay alive in the at-bat. And, you know, once you start taking those outside balls, those inside pitches, you start not swinging at them, it forces the pitcher to actually start giving you pitches that you want to see, the pitches that you want to knock out of the park.
Because people really don't want to walk. I mean, a 4-pitch walk is one of the most rare things in this game. It is more likely you get hit by a pitch than get a 4-pitch walk. Toad with Chem. Is that going to go? Nope, it's going to go to the wall, and that's going to set runners in scoring position with nobody out right here. What a spot for faceman.
This is big, and this is a good character to see at the plate for this position. Even if you don't get the home run, you're likely going to tag up unless it goes to Bowser with laser.
That's
see
going
what
to go
happens.
foul. We were asking why DK at the bottom of the lineup, and to create situations just like this. Down on strikes, goes on that inside, late breaking, but it doesn't get any easier here. You got to go through a gauntlet right now if you're C's, because 1 home run puts you behind. You have to be elite at the mound right now.
We got to have exactly what we're talking about, that plate discipline here with Boomerang Bros paying off. 3-1 count.
Oh, it swings at that one.
And it's an inside ball.
Great
and it's the
take.
ball.
And here is the blob. No Chem, but still definitely a force of nature. Center field. Bowser's got laser. Peach ain't going anywhere. She thinks about it, but great heads-up throw there. And Cézarito 1 out away, but here's Boo, curve traj. Can confuse those thwomps. Can Toadette make the play? She does. Wow, Cokes. Wow. What a moment.
I really can't believe that nobody scored there. That was incredible. That was an incredible lockdown from Cézarito's end to hold those runners on.
Absolutely here. And we have seen some zeros on the scoreboard, but we have seen some thrilling moments in high drama here. Love that straight take from Bowser. You have Bowser. Just go back to the fundamentals. Even take that pitch. I like that too. I think too many people think they got to do too much with Bowser too quickly.
Yeah, exactly. You know, wait for your pitch, right? The baseball fundamentals. That's crushed, but not quite as far as you need it. We have a deep and high center field wall on Bowser's castle. It's not going to be put out, but Bowser's on first base.
King Boo curving traj.
There.
What a jump catch from Wario. Great heads-up defense from Faceman.
Incredible play there from Wario. I think a lot of people, including myself, press A late and dive into the wall and let that ball fall into the ground. But that was an incredible defense, making the jumping catch and securing that out.
Absolutely, and you know Faceman's confident in those jump catches. We've seen it. That was crazy. Grump just did 13 backflips if you saw that play. Absolutely. 2-run lead here for the Daisy team. That is commandeered by... Ooh. That's tough. You know, it's crazy. That ball looks like it's a no-doubter, but when you got double dinos up the gut right there, you never really know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they just have so much coverage in the infield. Speaking of coverage, Yoshi tongue catching that one. That one's not going past. It's going to be the first out. Luigi now up to the plate. Again, 1 swing of the bat. We have a runner on first. 1 swing of the bat. Can tie the game.
Oh, Mario does not catch it, but catches it on the dive. Makes Wario stay there. At least everyone holds, but here's Peach with Chem in another situation here where 1 swing of the bat puts Faceman in the lead. The pressure is on Cézarito yet again. Remember, C's cannot lose this game or his tournament dreams are over. Faceman is on winner's side, so there will be a reset if Cézarito wins this game. Faceman will not be eliminated with the loss here. Inside part of the bat. Toadette is underneath it, makes the play.
And no tagging up there. These players have too strong of arms. It's not going to work. We're slap hitting perfect to Toadette. No run scored there. Another lockdown defense from Cézarito.
Whew. Another scoreless inning here as we all hold our breath. But it's been threatening every time. Both players have threatened. We just have not seen one to score. And we know the next runs are going to be massive, as that looked like it was going to be a credit card swipe. But instead, the little thorns of the thwomp get in the way there. And Yoshi
Really
late
yeah.
charge. Wario doesn't stand a
Go
chance.
for it
That's going to go! Wow!
Consistency is key there. If it doesn't work the first time, just do it again, and you'll get a 2-run homer.
And there's
Lesson
that
learned.
moment, though, if that was Peach, it knocks Peach out of the game, and now we're seeing a call to the bullpen, Boo, being removed. Peach not going back to the bullpen, going to DK. I like that move. C's has seen a lot of Peach. Go with the weird arm motion of DK and see what happens. But I do think there is something that we can definitely say for sure. DK pitcher is either going to dominate you or going to give up perfect ding-dong doodaloos that clear the thwomp.
Wow. Over the thwomp is insane. You really don't see that stuff from Daisy of all characters. Maybe a Bowser here and there, but wow, what a crushed home run.
I didn't see the reaction on the C stream, but I have to know that guy popped off. There are a few people. I can think of maybe one other person that likes Daisy as much as Cézarito, and that is our guy Colby 2D. And the onslaught continues, and this is all being done with 2 outs, Coach.
Yeah, this is a 2-out rally right here. You know, you mentioned before, DK pitcher is a little bit of a risk. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't, and we might have our answer so far. I like the idea of DK pitcher. You know, you have Boo with the sidearm going to the left. DK is sidearming to the right. It can try to throw off the batter a little bit, but when it doesn't throw off the batter, you're in for a punishment. And that was almost an out there for Magic Koopa. It must have just barely hit the ground.
And Toadette gets that ball off and just in time. DK doing a job, though, getting on with a single here. Remember, this game is not over yet, but Birdo's going to gobble that one up. And this double dino infield is looking to be fierce. Here's the blob.
Blue blob at the plate. Let's see if he can make some deja vu here. Put this one out. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. No bobbles so far. There hasn't been any jump catching, but we have not gotten bobbles yet, so a little bit of luck there so far.
Daisy going with some charge pitching here, mixing it up. Boo trying to get that late charge, and there it is. Look at that ball. That ball's crushed and gone. It's a 2-run homer over the head of Mario.
And the Boo curve trajectory it tricked the thwomps there. The 2 inner thwomps came down. The leftmost one didn't come down, and the ball curved into that gap and was able to go over the fence.
Golly, and
So
that ball, again, that ball,
clutch.
the last second of charge. I mean, that was so late.
That was as late as it gets. And for anyone at home who doesn't, maybe not up to speed with what's going on, you can hold A and then press B. You'll get a bunt, and when you let go of B, you'll start charging as late as possible. It's the only way to get that late of a charge. If you try hitting A normally, you'll just do a contact swing.
King Boo there,
That
big fly
is going to
out.
be an out.
Again, if you're C's, you want to add on here, absolutely. And I don't know if you're going to with these first 2 batters. You're not.
Doesn't look like it, but you have a 4-run lead. Is it, is that the comfortable lead? Not necessarily, right? It's a good lead. I wouldn't call it comfortable, especially not in big baller mode, but it's enough for 1 inning to at least feel good going into it, right?
3 outs away, 3 runs to work with for C's from causing the reset here. Faceman sent C's to losers here in the last round of winners. C's looking to return the favor and keep this bracket going. Magic Koopa gets out number 1.
Great catch there from Madge. We abandoned the late charge there.
2 outs.
To an out. There's out number 2. Cézarito 1 out away from a bracket reset.
What a moment that would be. Center field. Bowser's got a chance. Out. And it's a reset. What a game.
There it is. There it is. Cézarito getting it done, avenging himself from winners finals.